You know what? I'm just going to say it. People are going to be offended. Some people are probably going to, leave me angry comments or say that I suck, but I'm just going to freaking say the words. Halo Infinite is completely screwed. The project that's intended to be a complete reboot to the franchise and to breathe new life into the FPS, this game is going to be a complete dumpster fire because yet another person has just quit. What's up, gamers? Dreamcastguy here, and today we have to look at this freaking crazy news, which is that Halo Infinite game director Chris Lee has just resigned. Now, this is important because not only is the man the director of the freaking game, which was supposed to be coming out, originally the release date was like in a month, now it's not. He's not even the first director to quit. This is such a baffling circumstance, and I want to take a look at the news itself, and then I want to tell you about some of the things I have heard. I can't give you all the news that I've heard because parts of it are still sort of top secret, but I want to allude to some of the things that are going on with this game and why I have absolutely zero confidence about it. Now, I don't say this as somebody who wants Microsoft to fail. I have my Xbox Series X pre-ordered, but more importantly than that, I actually love the original Halo games. Specifically Halo 1, I went to a bunch of Halo 1 tournaments back in the day, and these old school games, they were such a blast. Yes, they were like slower styles of shooter, but they had such a freaking fun pacing to it. Blasting aliens, seeing purple blood spray on the walls, it was very, very fun. In fact, actually, now that I think about it, this is a photograph of me while we were all trying to participate in a big Halo tournament. This was like an online early skirmish match tournament. We took a break and somebody took a picture of me. So this is 22-year-old Max getting ready to try and get completely decimated because man did I lose bad. But speaking of being decimated, let's talk about this news itself, which is here. God, this is just so insane to me. Windows Central is reporting the fact that Halo Infinite lead Chris Lee has reportedly resigned. The future of Master Chief's next adventure is unclear. Ooh, look at these amazing graphics. What a great screenshot for a game that's never going to come out. Alright, what you need to know. It has been reported that 343 Industries studio head of FPS development, Chris Lee, has resigned from the studio. Since this resignation has come ahead of the launch of Halo Infinite, many are concerned about the game's development. Two others have left 343 Industries before Lee, and Joseph Staten also recently brought on to assist in finishing Halo Infinite. This is a freaking tumultuous development. To put it very mildly, the fact that so many people are joining and quitting simultaneously, nobody knows what's going on. This game sounds like it is going to be a catastrophe. And before we even go any further, real quickly, I want to say this is starting to sound a lot like Crackdown 3. That game was supposed to be great. It was supposed to have like destructible environments and all sorts of chaos and fun and multiplayer, and it downright sucked. I still think that this was one of the worst games that came out in 2019, and I'm starting to think that we may have another Crackdown 3 on our hands when it comes to Halo Infinite. Ooh, man, I guarantee there's a bunch of people who have, like, profile pictures of Master Chief who are about to be in my comment section saying, "Bro, how dare you hurt Microsoft?" Alright, let's get back to the article. According to a recent report by Bloomberg, 343 Industries studio head of FPS development has resigned. This resignation comes ahead of the Halo development. Now, here's the big thing. I have stepped back from Halo Infinite, and I'm looking at future opportunities, Lee said in a statement to Bloomberg. I believe in the team and am confident that they'll deliver a great game, and now is a good time for me to step away, according to an emailed statement. Okay, trying to act like this game is still in good hands as you're running out the door. Imagine if this room was on fire. Let me just put some bad CG fire here on the screen real quick. Imagine if as this thing is on fire, I'm literally picking up my crappy folding chair and I'm like, all right, it's time to go. We're just walking out the door. I believe in this office. This fire is good for the game. Fire is cleansing. Now I just gotta go out of here. That is basically what's happening. This game is straight up boned as far as I can tell. But going back to the article itself, Chris Lee's departure comes as a massive surprise, but this isn't the first major person to leave the 343 Industries project. So there's also, of course, creative director Tim Longo. He left in 2019. Not a great sign. Halo Infinite's lead producer, Mary Olson, also left. They've brought in Joseph Staten. I mean, just the fact that they're bringing on so many people who are also simultaneously just running out, this is just, it's not good. So I decided to talk to some people about what's going on, trying to get a little bit of the inside scoop. And the way it was phrased to me is that Microsoft really wants Halo Infinite to be a banger. But not only do they want it to be a huge success and help sell a bunch of systems, both Xbox Ones and Xbox Series X, but apparently Microsoft really wants this game in 2021. And apparently they're thinking of things like something I've reported on in the past. There have been other leaks talking about the fact that maybe Microsoft wants to try and break Halo Infinite in half, and there will be two separate projects, basically. The free multiplayer would get released first, and that'll be out there for everybody to enjoy. And then while they're enjoying this half of Halo Infinite, then they can finish the storyline later. So they'll basically have a single player and a multiplayer as two big bites. And the idea behind this was that it would give them more time to make sure each section is completely polished, and also it'll make it where there is something to buy. Look, I have my Xbox Series X fully paid off. I'm glad I got my reservation. I'm glad I'm going to be picking it up here in just a couple days. But let's face facts, there's not a lot to play on it right away. It is a third-party machine. There's not like, another Fable's super far off. Avowed is super far off. It's not like we're going to get New Vegas 2 anytime soon. It really seems like Microsoft is heavily betting on the success of Halo, and right now it is completely absent. I am confused by all this news, and the fact that so many people are quitting, this is not a good sign. I'm sure that somehow already I'm kind of curious. Some of my friends are Xbox-only gamers. I'm kind of curious now to see what their opinion on this is going to be, because it has been a bad generation for Microsoft. Even if you love your Xbox One, you have to be able to take a step back and say that PlayStation 4 completely killed it this generation. They had more exclusives, they had higher sales, they had bigger friggin' numbers when it came to just the amount of people that have PlayStation Plus. Everybody was on the PlayStation platform, but now next generation, this is not a good start. I mean, already there are more people talking about Bugsnax than they are talking about Halo Infinite, and this game is just basically a meme. Well, let's just wrap this baby up. It's been a rough morning. I did put out a big video just today about the Watch Dogs Legion review, and I also put out a video about the new demo we just got for Age of Calamity, which is the new Zelda game. Check those videos out. I'm going to go take a nap and eat some lunch because this has been chaotic. All right, well, I'm going to read all the comments because I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of people like Master Chief Fan 69 and CortanaSitOnMyFace.com are going to be in the comment section, so that's going to be delightful. But thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. But do me the biggest favor of all and keep dreaming. Oh, man. Stop news, stop happening. I need to eat. I can't keep editing videos all day. Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what I put up last, or, subscribe and see what's coming up next. Also, I promise that whatever I do, it'll try not to suck.